All right. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. I had to redo this because I had this ready to go, but then miraculously, you know what time it is. Uh the update comes and it destroys your audio. So that's why we go ahead and we do our reshoots, and you never update until the end of the day, man. But nonetheless, we're here. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Terrible People Podcast. And I can tell you, this is going to be a much deeper dive into culture and everything that's wrong. So, uh, yeah, let's just go ahead and let's just get into it. Let's see what we got.
Panic on the patio of the Nook during a shooting April 4th at Piedmont Park.
And all of a sudden they're ducking, covering, people are hopping the fence.
Catherine Gillette has owned the neighborhood restaurant for 17 years. She said she's never seen a night like this.
Our community should feel safe here, and they did not.
So Catherine wrote an email to Atlanta City Council member Alex Wan, whose district includes Piedmont Park. She, along with hundreds of others. Atlanta News First obtained, through an open records request, 689 emails.
Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? Imagine you can get somewhere by simply emailing and not just going to TikTok and complaining and calling people racist. Boy, I tell you, you would think with all that white woman hair that you wear on top of your heads, you would have figured shit out, but apparently you have not.
To and from Alex Wan in the 5 days surrounding the 404 festival, marred by the shooting and traffic gridlock. Catherine was, quote, so angry, I want to spit nails. Midtown, Ansley Park, more.
You know. I'm so angry, I just want to spit nails. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That's fine.
Side and Virginia Highland residents all weighed in. The mayor afterwards said the shooting happened in a separate area of the park and after the festival ended. But for those in the area, it was all one nightmare. One resident writing, quote, I have lived in Morningside and Piedmont Heights for my entire life, and I've never felt as unsafe as I do today. Another said, quote, our city deserves celebrations. Our children deserve safety. Email after email in the wake of the deadly shooting that took the life of 16-year-old Tiana Robinson.
And again, that poor baby should not have met her demise like this. Right? And this is exactly why it matters who you vote into office. Right? Again, look at how certain people handle grievances. Y'all put more effort into the goddamn Chipotle manager and the Applebee's manager. You know, so you can get some bullshit taken up off your bill real quick. And I ain't like her attitude, though. I'm talking about your waiter or your waitress. This poor child. A baby lost for no reason. And the worst part is I don't even think they found who was doing the shooting at the 404 day. And I wasn't far from that my damn self. I seen all them damn kids. I told the woman, get your shit, it's time to go. Cause I ain't trying to be out here around these little niggas. Hell no. Nope. What does Anton say? Brother Anton says we profile over here. Nobody's profiling skills are better than Brother Anton. Praise God.
Of public pushback. The Piedmont Park Conservancy organized a, quote, time-sensitive conference call with city leaders. Officials were quick to remind residents that it's the mayor's office, not the city council, that oversees festival permitting. Residents reminded
Andre
officials
Dickens,
that
punk
Neighborhood
ass.
Planning Unit E and the Midtown Neighbors Association voted against the permit of the 404 Festival at Piedmont Park. The city overruled those wishes. Quote, someone needs to take accountability, wrote another neighbor. Reporters tried emailing Councilmember Juan for interview requests, to which Juan repeatedly declined. Another resident wrote, quote, this was not a simply poorly run festival. It was a full-scale breakdown of the city's special events and governance process. That permitting process now could soon change. Councilmember Juan is calling for a 19-member advisory group to review how the city permits festivals, specifically at Piedmont Park.
You have to have the police, visible police. I'll say it again.
Catherine also wants to see more surveillance cameras at the park. In addition to safety, this advisory group would address transportation woes and neighborhood impacts. In the aftermath of a deadly shooting at Atlanta's iconic park, it's clear when it comes to festivals, those near the venue just want to have a voice.
I won't leave here. This is my home, and that's our park, and they need to do better.
I'm telling you right now, that white woman ain't going no goddamn where. You hear her? Did you hear the determination in that white woman's voice? You Negroes, she knows. She knows. Hey, she's calling her friends right now. She's going to start pricing you niggas out. Price you niggas out. She's going to make it to where it's going to be a city within a city. And they've been talking about that too. And that's the funny thing. Just like what Anton was talking about in Detroit with Belle Isle, right? They're trying to do the same exact thing here in Atlanta. And I honestly think that it's going to happen probably within the next 7 years. Just saying. It's not the first time it's been talked about, is what I'm saying. Wow, that's, good for Atlanta. Jackass Andre Dickens, fucking idiot. A complete breakdown, but this is what people vote for because representation matters. Now, let's go ahead and get into this next joint because this honestly, this broke my heart. It really did. And the reason why is because although I don't have kids, most of us, first batch millennials, meaning you were born 80 and beyond, right? We know what time it is, right? We honestly know what time it is. As a late 83 model, December 1983 to be exact, it is what it is. And it's unfortunate to say this, but these kids that are out here doing all this egregious shit, all this YN culture and bullshit and, little niggas, little nook in them with the switches. And, hey, bruh, find something safe to play with, cuz. Them little motherfuckers right there. As much as I hate being a part of this, those are our kids. And that's the thing. I don't even have kids. I don't, but I recognize that it's people my age that made these miscreants what they are. And not all of you niggas should have been having kids. And honestly, the thing that's the worst is that these are the little motherfuckers that you chose to keep, man. It's like insult to injury. Jesus Christ. Anyways, let's see what the basketball courts in Jamaica, Queens has for us. Completely disturbing. Look at that. Let me just go ahead and stop this here. You have a group of kids. This is probably like 75, 80 kids beating on one person. One person. And it looks like there's maybe 5 or so of them. They just keep, taking swipes at them and roughing them up and pretty much humiliating this kid for whatever their stupid ass reasons are. I'm quite sure they thought they were valid. And this is the whole thing behind all this feelings talk that I absolutely fucking hate. These people feel like they're justified in what it is that they're doing. However, it's going to end in tragedy, and I'm not going to show it because it's this young person right here is about to be unalived. Okay. And this is, of course, on X. A 15-year-old Jaden Pierre was brutally beaten down by a group of teens and then fatally shot in broad daylight at a Queens playground, which is what it is that you're witnessing right now. The incident began as a dispute on the basketball court that escalated into a fight. Y'all know, we don't watch Fresh Prince. This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. It ain't nothing different than we did. But goddamn, it's just how it ends. A whole group beatdown. Pierre was punched and kicked repeatedly by multiple attackers before one of them pulls a gun, shot him in the chest, close range. NYPD officers responded to the 911 call and found the teen gravely wounded. He was rushed to the Jamaica Hospital Medical Center where he was pronounced dead. 15. 15. And if you saw this video, it's completely, it makes you lose all faith. It makes you absolutely lose faith in the community and their bullshit. And my whole thing is this. Again, 15. You see what he's around. There is not a white oppressor in sight. Not one. And for better or worse, he's surrounded by he's very well represented, right? And the people who look like him ultimately took his life over probably something really stupid. I mean, it's a basketball court. We know what goes on there. People sitting here talking shit, you fouling, it's probably really nothing. Honestly, I don't even want to know what it is because I know all it would do is probably enrage me and piss me off more because again, I know who raised these people. Because guess what? I mean, we all know who should not have been having kids. We all knew the people who wasn't gonna be shit in life. And these niggas is up here popping, popping like popcorn. These niggas, for what? Right? This is the culture. And that's the whole thing. I don't want to hear anything about no goddamn racism. There was not one racist in sight. What does slavery from 200 plus fucking years ago, redlining and everything else, have to do with your children making fucked up decisions and ultimately ending somebody else's life? Crickets, exactly. It doesn't. It doesn't. But the reason why it matters is because it gives people the out. Well, because things aren't perfect, this is the way it is. It's education, it's this. No, some of it is, but most of it is you're an ain't shit parent. Your kids lack structure and or discipline and or both. That's why teachers are leaving in droves. They don't want to be around these little motherfuckers either. They're all ugly. They don't know how to read. Most of them are on the goddamn spectrum now. You know what I mean? And then you can't tell them nothing because they're all oppositional defiant. And you want to know what oppositional defiant means? It just means you ain't had your ass whooped enough. Like, let's be honest. All this soft ass, gentle parenting bullshit. This is the same thing that black people used to laugh at white people over. Remember the shit on Mad TV? Stewart, huh? Let me do it. Let me do it. That's exactly who your kids are. Except they be up there like, hey, cook, hey, bruh. You ain't gonna talk to me like that, bruh. Man, I'm saying I'll beat your motherfucking ass, bruh. That's who your kids are. They just as retarded, just as stupid, just as ignorant. But it's different though, because they're yours. Man, listen. We are in last fucking place. All right? Don't nobody want to be you no more. People don't even like you no more. That's the thing that, the culture doesn't seem to understand. But then you'll sit here and be upset with me because I'm making sense and, oh man, all you do is highlight things. And guess what? That's cool because here's what I got for you.
Let me out.
Well, let me out. Let me out.
Let me out.
I don't want to be a part of the culture no more because it's absolute trash. It's bullshit. It's not fun. It doesn't do anything positive for anybody. It is the absolute worst it's ever been. And guess what? The separation is here. There needs to be the line of delineation. We, black people, are leaving you ignorant ass niggas alone. We don't have the time, bruh. We don't. We do not need to be a part of this. Nope. Price you niggas out. Let you niggas just do what it is that you do. And keep our kids away from any basketball courts that your heathen kids are at, because this is what you allow. This is what they do. And because this is another young black kid who did this, you're gonna sweep it under the rug and just, well, it's called proximity violence. Okay, people unalive and they fight and they war with with the people that are next to them. And guess what? That is true. It is true. However, in this community, it's vastly different. Take, for instance, those simple demographics. White kids, 15 to 24, most of them die in car accidents. We can't say the same. These niggas is up here falling victims to other people who look just like them. For, I was standing on business. I was standing on business in them. Just like that little stupid ass Drewski skit. And I love Drewski. I really do. But when I seen them little murder in them little badass kids, look at what they did at the park. Yeah, man, I be standing over him. I be standing over him. Like that shit's cool. Let me out the goddamn car. I hate these kids, right? I fucking hate them. They cannot be saved. Them and their parents all need to be charged collectively together. Whenever these little nigglets get out of hand and they start doing wild shit, get them the fuck out of here. Forever. Goodbye. Shit, boy, the same way they nasty ass mamas giving 2-for-1s, shit, I'd be sending niggas back to their ancestors in 2-for-1s. Everybody's up out of here. I'm flipping over the fish tank, nigga. Everybody's going. This shit, it's sad. It's depressing. It really truly is. It's gross. All right. Now, for the last, okay? For the last topic of this evening, okay? This right here, I think it came from around Christmas time. But again, this is just the culture. This is what's going on. So let's go ahead and roll that beautiful, well, tragic bean footage. It's not nearly as tragic as this young man, but I guarantee you, these people have kids that are that age, that are 15, the YNs of today.
Oh my God!
Why are these people doing? What purpose does this serve? And again, you wonder why people don't want you around, right? You wonder why people do not want you around. And then look, then you got this goofy ass old girl right here. She just gotta be, you gotta be right there. You gotta be all in the video. See, this is the thing. These little dumbass kids be thinking that this shit's cute. It's not. Because again, just like that shit at the basketball court, thank God you're only on a boat. But this is how you Negroes end up getting shot. That's how that baby at that park lost her life. She was just out there with her friend who was also like, 15, 16 years old. You had two little girls shot, one passed as a result, and there's still a little Glocktavius, one of these little niggas running around, right? Glocktavius, and I'm standing on business, right? Shooting aimlessly into crowds. This is socially acceptable in the community. Socially acceptable. But yeah, you get upset. Y'all niggas was upset over what? Huh? Y'all the motherfucker that be upset over memes and shit? And not actually how you live? You can't make this shit up. You really can't, and it's sad. And then you always got the nerve to sit up here and cry about racism. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of my damn face, that's why it's funny to see that white woman with her restaurant that she worked, put her blood, sweat, and tears into, something that she actually invested time, love, energy, all these things. That woman is ready to fight. And did you hear about all them emails? 600 plus fucking emails. Man, let me tell you something. Something is going to happen. They going to have all sorts of new rules by the summer. It ain't going to take nothing, because you want to know why? People like that know how to mobilize the right way. The only thing y'all know how to do is when you don't get your way and you get some zesty jackass, y'all going to go follow the blue hair white woman with her zesty ass husband in the tie-dye shirt, looking like that big yellow nigga from The Simpsons, from the comic book shop who talks like this. All right? Y'all gonna go follow him and his funky ass, dusty ass. I don't know how this happens, but they're like dirt, yellow, stained Crocs in his tie-dye shirt. And you guys are gonna be up there, no King's rally. We don't like Donald Trump. No, y'all just don't like order. And I'm sorry. We need to go ahead and step away from this dumb shit. Order means white adjacent. No, it just means that you want to be successful, right? I'm so goddamn tired of the same people who wear other people's hair that you can visibly see ain't yours. It don't grow out your scalp as blonde. You're not Erica fucking Kirk. You are not my Aunt Carla. You don't look like Drea De Matteo. People, if you know, you know. Look like a real white woman with bleach ass blonde hair. Black. Right? Looks like a white girl until she opens that mouth and you'd be like, oh, she one of them. And she's not. But that's not the point. That's neither here nor there. The main point is this. There's a much better way. And we need to stop looking for people to help. We need to get back to basics. We need reinforcement in the homes. People need to beat these little motherfuckers like they've been needed their asses beat. I'm sorry. We have no excuse to be this fucked up. We don't. We know what the problem is. But people, again, because it's not perfect, you'll sit here and think you have, well, I'm just going to take my ball and I'm going to go this way. No, you can't. No, you can't. It does not mean that you get to be forever unaccountable. However it is you feel about your plot in life, there is something that you can do about it, because you're going to have to. Nobody is coming to save you, Negroes. Not no Democrats. The only thing that you're going to find is that maybe Jesus is coming for you, Negroes. And really, if y'all better hope that y'all going to make it. Look, we got all these wild ass diseases. People want to sit here, normalize herpes. You got people living forever with a HIV. Back in my day, the HIV used to get you in 2 weeks. Like Easy-E. Imagínate. Wow. Oh my God. I just don't know, guys. I seen these things this morning and I was hurt. It was heavy on my heart all day. Like, I've been pissed as a result of what it is that I seen. This was not a good weekend. We had the crazy man in Shreveport kill a whole family because he's a piece of shit. I mean, bro, you had the online RAPE Academy, 62 million loser ass men wanted to see this shit. It's just gross. Fucking disgusting. But I will say this. It's only 62 million out of how many billion, right? So you got 62 million losers. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. That's still not enough. That is a drop in the bucket compared to billions. Now, if it was like, 1.4 billion, I'd be like, hey, yo, we need to really have a come to Jesus meeting. But 62 million out of all these billion men, look, there's sick people everywhere, right? Let's stop trying to weaponize things. Let's stop being easily triggered by stupid ass people, much like Leslie Jones. First of all, Leslie Jones, that girl don't have a dildo that loves her. All right? Let's be perfectly honest. She got to pay for everything it is that she gets. And even then, what you want me to do? You want me to lie? You think somebody's willingly putting their... Do you think that she's ever had her box? Somebody put their face in her box? Man, I'm just... You know what?
Let me out.
That's it. Matter of fact, she gets that again. Uh-uh.
Let me out.
There ain't no way. There is no goddamn way. You could not pay me. There ain't a... Man... The only upside that Miss Jones has is that she is a woman. But, man, I don't know. But you know what? Guess what? I bet she probably got the tightest and the best box of all time, which is extremely hateful. Because you want to know what? God has the best jokes. He really does. That woman was not blessed with the looks, but I bet she got, what do they used to say about Fonnie Willis? She got that gorilla grip. Oh my God. It's so bad. It's so bad. But you know what? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's my time for this evening. This was a different version of the Terrible People podcast. I'm going to get to work doing what it is that I do. In the meantime, in between time, please, let's not have any crash out moments. Let's stop normalizing nigga culture and nigga shit.
How did we end up here? Let's rewind, shall we?
No, we don't need to watch live. We don't. Let's stop normalizing black people and the buffoonery. Like, you do realize that there was a point in time when your grandparents used to go out places and shit like this didn't happen. I mean, you had every once in a while somebody do some dumb shit, but it wasn't. It certainly wasn't like this. I remember back in my day, you used to get the talk. Hey, if you show your ass in front of these white people, you're going to get beat the fuck down. And guess what we did? Look, you did not want to feel the wrath, big dog. It wasn't worth it. It was not worth getting my Michael Jackson bad. That's when I was still Michael Jackson bad yellow. Like, see this wrist? See how yellow and white that is? I have the reverse of vitiligo. Oh shit, look. That's my whole arm. Yeah, see? Tan, Michael Jackson bad, right back to Thriller. It's that easy. That's what it really is now. Yeah, yeah. So it is what it is, but still, you know, we used to get the brakes beat off us in my day. Now I'm not saying everything has to go back to just being, you know, unsolicited beatdowns, but you know what? You gotta do something because you see what these little kids is doing. These little motherfuckers are all the way out of control. And it's because the wrong people been out here, been having kids. And that's the honest to God truth. And that's exactly why I say what I say, because God damn it, I am Maddie from the Terrible People podcast. And I'm just going to say the goddamn uncomfortable shit up front. And I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. It is what it is. All right. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody has an amazing day, an amazing night. I will see you in the next one. Peace.